I think GARP's just a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a government dog, and that's all it is. Hey guys, welcome back to the Drunk Peace Podcast. I'm your host, Alexis, joined by my co-host Alan and Chris.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
What we sipping on tonight?
We're sipping on Old Reliable, some Beatbox, some Grok.
We smoking that crack.
Anyways, guys, so chapter, what are we on? 1169? No, 1168.
1168. Yeah.
Yeah.
1168, guys. Chris, what do you think of the chapter?
Fucking banger chapter. Peak.
Peak.
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong. If you want to pull up the chapter right now, chapter starts off with essentially Harold being happy. He's back at Elbath. There are some giants that join the Marines, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
The whole world's like reacting to it.
Oh yeah, the whole world is. Oh holy shit! Like it's so amazing. I want to meet a giant.
Like they feel safe
With giants, like they've changed
It's a positive.
they changed the status quo on giants.
Yeah.
Right, the public opinion.
which was what Harold was like fighting for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's
And
happy.
then obviously, like, he gets betrayed immediately after, essentially.
Yeah.
Shank's also missing. I think that's when he finds the Gomu Gomu no Mi.
Yeah.
Because we know that he's present on Elbath
Mhm.
during the incident, right? Because of how the flashback started.
Yeah.
So he's present on Elbath, and it's interesting that they don't teleport him, like, immediately. You know what I mean?
Don't you have to be a certain?
Yeah, I think you need to be a certain rank.
Possibly.
He wasn't a god knight
You have to
yet.
be like an abyss or something like that.
Well, he had the mark though,
Well,
because he was a God's Blade.
Yeah, he was a god's blade, but being a god's knight is different because, like, I'm sure Shanks already knows about Emu and
Mhm.
everything, but being a god's knight is having Emu basically take over your will.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You support your Emu's will.
Well, when you can
Mhm.
try to pull up the mark that he has from that flashback.
It's the original one that he had,
because
like the same one that Gabon had.
Because the one that Harold gets in this chapter has like extra horns on it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the one that I'm pretty sure regenerates.
Yeah, regenerates,
Teleport.
give immortality. I mean, they
Yeah.
mention it, like being immortal, and then he gets a power boost too,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah.
I wanted to talk on. And I'm not gonna go over like too much on the chapter. Right, he gets the power boost. He realizes that Emu only wanted him for the military power of the giants.
Yeah.
Right, when Harold's whole goal was essentially to try to change the perspective of the giants, and then also like bring upon like a more peaceful giant race, right? So that way they're not just warriors; they can actually like coexist, just be peaceful and stuff like that. And the people that wanted to join the Marines, they can, and that was his ideal goal,
Yeah.
right? With that being said, obviously that's not what Emu wanted. He gets taken over, or he's starting to get taken over. He's trying to fight back still, right? And then he tells the guards, "Hey, chain me up, grab my sons, grab Ja Rule."
Yeah.
And then, so I saw this theory, right? And so with everything, right? So the flashback right now is 14 years ago, right? Which is the time Harold died. And it even says at the end of the chapter, this is like when Harold dies. Loki and Jarul find Harold becoming Dami Reversied, right? Essentially, Jarul probably gets packed, and that's where he gets the sword.
Yeah.
But Jarul probably also gets Dami Reversied, and that's how he survives with the sword in his head. And then Loki finds a way to break it, right? And so Loki versus Dami Reversied, Harold, and other giants that probably also get Dami Reversied. Loki probably wins because he eats the Elbath devil fruit. Because he hasn't had it yet. And that's why they call him a traitor, like saying, oh, he ate the fruit and then killed his dad. Right? But in reality, he was fulfilling essentially his dad's wishes.
Yeah.
Loki escapes. Gabon and Shanks arrive. And then Loki's at sea now because he's infamous, right? He becomes an infamous giant. He has a big bounty on his head. because he becomes a like pirate for a little bit before he returns.
Yeah.
He rampages. He tries to meet probably the X-Rocks pirates. He meets Big Mom first, and then meets Lola, and that's how he meets Lola.
Ooh,
right?
Okay.
And then he gets rejected. Shanks meets him 6 years ago. Right? So right now we're 14 years. Shanks meets him 6 years ago. Shanks versus Loki. Shanks beats him and captures him. Shanks returns him to Elbaf, but Shanks has like a secret plan with him in mind.
So you think
Because he knows he's like pivotal to the end game.
so in this timeline you say like Loki's off Elbaf.
Yeah,
Before.
I think it's been said that he was like part of the new generation of giant pirates.
Mm.
So I think he goes off to sea, and if they're there, he leaves with them. If they're not there, then he goes and eventually finds them, right? Because I think they said he did something. I think that he's part of the giants, or he's like the captain, or no, that's Hardigan. But yeah, like thoughts?
Interesting.
No, yeah.
That makes sense.
It would be cool if like the next chapter it's just a quick panel of like Shanks again.
Yeah.
While he's in Elbaf, like that way it kind of ties it in.
Yeah, I think the only thing, right, is like Shanks obviously doesn't fight against. Well, it's not obviously, because we know that Loki lost against Shanks 6 years ago specifically.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the indicator that hey, maybe they didn't fight, or maybe they fought and Loki actually beat Shanks the first time. Right?
Because yeah, it is a big upscale if Harold gets Damir Seed and Loki beats him. That's a
'cause
huge upscale for Loki.
It just shows how he's probably just that strong.
Yeah.
Because it's literally Rox and Harold were equals. And Harold, he's living longer, probably got a little bit stronger, right? On top of getting a little bit stronger, he even says he gets a power boost from the Abyss Mark. And if Loki beats that Harold,
Just base Loki.
yeah, like base Loki or Loki after eating the devil fruit, then not only is that a huge Loki upscale, because he's now like stronger essentially than like prime, almost prime GARP, almost prime
Whitebeard.
Roger and Whitebeard. Granted, it's like a little bit before their prime, but that's a huge upscale, and then that's a huge upscale for Shanks, because Shanks ends up eventually beating him 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
At that point, yeah, because is he an emperor at that point?
No.
yeah, he was.
Like,
Because Shanks became an emperor 6 years ago.
Yeah, because it was 4 and pre-time skip. Yeah.
Yeah. Not only that. Wait, 4 pre-time skip. Oh, because it was 4 years ago pre-time skip. Yeah. So 6 years ago, right? Which is when he becomes a Yonko, because he takes out Loki, and Loki was another Yonko.
Whoa.
What do you think about that?
That could be
I can
interesting.
see that. Hopefully, the way you broke it down like that is how it's shown in the next few chapters.
Dude, because we gotta get the fucking flashback with Lola too, because obviously he was upset, and there's a reason for it, right? So
That is true.
Like to end pretty much a partnership between Big Mom and the Giants. It's more important than how we bring it up.
because it literally, Big Mom was this close to essentially having a relationship with the Giants, and then it all gets thrown out the window after Lola rejects Loki.
And that's why she hates him. That's why Big Mom hates Lola afterwards.
Yeah, and that's why Lola like runs away and everything. So yeah, that's the theory that I'm cooking right now. Loki refers to himself as the sun god. He has a 2.6 billion berry bounty, which I feel like people don't bring up enough, right? Because if Elbaf is like kind of like Wano, right, where they're kind of closed off to the rest of the world, but he's like he gets a bounty from something.
He has a higher bounty than Odin.
Yeah, he has a higher bounty than Odin had.
Oh yeah.
I think Odin had what, like 2.1.
Yeah, like 2.2 or something like that.
Billion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because Odin was also like maybe like almost Yonko level, but like right there.
In the manga, you see that Blackbeard and Buggy have the same bandana. Kind of reinforces the theory that Buggy could be Rox's like other son.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing that you mentioned that, because I've been thinking about it, and even like, let's say, even though maybe Buggy won't be his biological son, but he's closer to carrying his will than Blackbeard at this point.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like
Just how like Luffy and Roger, they're not related, but pretty much the same will.
yeah, the same will. Yeah, true.
It's Buggy D clown, bro.
Because
Buggy
he's gonna be basically the modern Rocks, bro. Like with the cross guild, that's basically the Rocks.
Bro, it's Buggy D Davy. Roger gets the laptop. They see the story and they're like, "Oh shit, we're the first people to get here in 800 years, and we're too early." And they laugh in, like essentially like damn, like ha ha ha, like we're too early. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they know what the secret of the world is. They know what's gonna happen, right? Because it's been prophesized, but it hasn't happened because it's Luffy. It's Straw Boy basically coming back.
But then Roger also left his stuff there too.
Mm-hmm. He probably left his stuff there for the next generation, and he set up the next generation.
He had a kid because he was like, hopefully he inherits my will, or
and,
you know.
Yeah, I mean, Ace is probably, like we said in the previous episodes, he's probably the reason that Shanks went to that island.
Windmill Village.
Windmill Village, thank you. Because we looked it up last episode.
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia Village.
Fuchsia
Village. Yeah, Windmill's after.
Yeah, fuck.
He's the reason, Ace is the reason he goes over there, because Shanks in his mind was probably told by Roger, like, hey, like, you're not the chosen one. You can't go for the One Piece. Like, you have to set up the next generation. Because it's not going to be you. It wasn't me. It's not going to be you. Like, you have to do this. He probably told him what the One Piece was, or what he found on Laugh-Tale. And then he's crying because he's like, yeah, I'm gonna die. He's like, and you might even need to sacrifice yourself in order to basically set up the next generation.
No, yeah, because like I was saying, I think Shanks joined the God Knights because he knows that the government is searching for the Gum Gum fruit, or the Nika Nika fruit. He knows they're searching for it, so he knows, like, oh, that's probably my best chance of finding it. Whenever they find it, I'm gonna fucking dip on out of here. And then that's when
that mission comes, when he's about to become a God Knight.
A thing that I have, though, how does Shanks form his crew so quickly?
He didn't. He had his crew. He formed his crew because he met Yasop when he was like 16. Right?
So he already had his crew, and then
he was Holy Knights. Yeah, because he was a pirate for a little bit, joined the Holy Knights for a few years, and then became a pirate again, and then had like a 1 billion berry bounty when he met Luffy. And like I said, I feel like, you know, if Four Emperor system and the Shishibukai, the warlord system, was established. Do you guys remember how long ago the warlords were established?
It probably was after. It's probably 14 years ago when Harold died.
Because Harold was keeping the balance.
Yeah, the Giants were meant to be that balance, and then it didn't work out, so they had to make. Oh, okay, let's make the warlords.
That would make sense.
That would make sense.
That's crazy.
100%.
You might be cooking, bro.
You might have cooked, bro.
Because there wasn't warlords even when Harold was there.
Yeah. Like
there wouldn't need to be because
Boa,
it wasn't a great pirate era yet.
Well, Boa joined 13 years ago. Crocodile joined in his early 20s, and he's currently 46. So it would have happened between like 22 to 25 years ago. And I think Crocodile was said to be one of the earliest ones.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
okay.
So even before Harold died.
yeah, even before Harold dying.
What if it's something like, because that crocodile thing, yes, but what if it's something like he made a deal with the government? There wasn't an official warlord system, but he was a pirate for the government for that long. And then later on they made an official system because that's all Crocodile's plan. Like, he's always trying to fucking scheme.
There has to be something with Crocodile and Ivanka. Like,
Bro, Luffy's mom, bro.
Bro, it's Luffy's mom.
bro, he used to be
Luffy's
a revolutionary, gave up, joined the
became a
pirate.
warlord. Ooh,
Yeah, he was a girl revolutionary. Had Luffy. Gave up and became a pirate.
Him and Dragon were like this, bro. Trust.
No, bro.
No.
After.
When he got pregnant.
Wait.
No, wait. Or, sorry. She got pregnant, and then they wanted to get a little spicy, you know. So they asked Ivanka, like, hey, turn me into a guy again.
Well, how can he do that if he's pregnant?
Pregnant as a man.
Shit. No, but anyways, I think, yeah. Croco mom, bro.
My mom is my dad.
My mom's my dad. UGB like.
Yeah. Alan
Oh.
got engaged.
Well, we gotta hype it up more than
Yeah,
that.
fucking congratulations. Good dad.
Thank you.
Better dad.
Thank you.
Great dad.
Good dad.
Not bad.
Consistent though.
Consistent.
It's all about that. But yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Alan.
Thank you.
She just needs to watch One Piece now.
Yeah, you gotta make her watch One Piece, bro.
Oh, I'm trying.
You got-
Loki's story right here in this chapter was pretty sad. That he got locked up. He didn't get to see Ida die in her last moments.
Yeah.
you know he was crying under those bandages, bro.
Yeah, and it kind of like that's what happened with even like Loki from like Marvel in Thor: The Dark World. He didn't get to see
His mother died as well.
and he was also devastated by it.
Yeah, because he was locked up as well at that time.
Question. You know how Loki has his eyes bandaged up and shit? What if it's something similar to like Zoro's scar? Like how he has like a power.
You think he cut him?
Maybe not cut him, but like Zoro's scar. You know how everybody has predictions like, oh yeah, there's like a fucking hockey in there or like a shit like that. What if that's Loki?
I don't know. I think it's just his
He
eyes, and he hid them literally for what they say in the story.
Like,
There you go.
That just people were too scared.
Mhm.
Okay, book talk actually. Mari, my favorite book talker. I think she's post time skip now, right?
What?
Yeah, bro. You remember I was saying? And she has such good fucking theories, bro. If we have a guest one day, I want it to be Mari. Like that, I want Mari to be the first guest, bro.
And then Barack Obama.
And then Barack Obama, bro.
I think Luffy.
I think Luffy.
He's gonna be the king of the pirates.
My favorite would be Brooke.
Bro, that theory.
Dude,
Bro.
yeah, say it here.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a theory I saw on TikTok. It's basically talking about how Brooke could be a holy knight.
I stand with
Now.
you, bro.
I stand with it. Number one reason, because I want Brooke to have a dub. Brooke needs a fucking dub.
I need like a Brooke backstory right now.
Bro, Brooke, other than Robin, is the only person that is the only Straw Hat that gets dubs that outside of the big four.
That's true.
Because when's the last time Chopper got a good dub?
Nah. I mean,
When's the last time Nami got
Chopper,
a dub?
he healed fucking everybody in
Wano.
Wano, or
Yeah.
what's it called?
Yeah, in Wano. In
Onigashima.
Onigashima. Yeah, 100%. That's a dub for his character, but I mean like a personal achievement dub.
That's
Because
kind of his role in the story, though.
it kind of is his role in the story, but what I'm saying is like I'm not trying to focus on Chopper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying like Frankie, like oh yeah, he stood up to Big Mom as well, but he didn't have the aura. Like he have no aura.
But he had a
feats.
pink light.
Brooke called her a young lady, and then
He's like young lady. He's like, dude, yeah.
That wasn't aura fucking. That was an aura moment.
Yeah.
They need more aura farming. Usopp, bro. Usopp's a bum.
Yeah, Usopp's a fucking bum. Yeah,
Bro,
It should
you
be his
know when
arc,
I
bro.
think about Usopp,
Bro,
and
as fuck.
they're talking about like the best Straw Hats and shit, and people and there's like Usopp fans. I think of that fucking edit that's like Kevin Durant is not legendary. Have you seen that? Have you seen
Yeah,
that?
I've seen that.
Yeah, and that's fucking Usopp, bro.
Yeah, facts.
This should be his arc, and it hasn't.
Yeah, this should be his arc, and he's fucking scared of fucking children, basically.
Yeah.
Well, not children, but he's fucking not doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even important to the story.
This was like a whole
Yeah.
lead up, bro. It was led up to like he was.
Oh, it's gonna be Elbaf. Elbaf is his arc. Elbaf is when he transforms, and there's nothing.
And Brooke of all people got more of like a
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah. But okay, hear this theory out.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a connection between Brooke and Goku.
Mm-hmm.
We already know that. So Oda also showed us that Emu with a guitar looks. Wait.
I don't think
that was a funny one.
That Brooke with the
So-
guitar.
No, it's like Ibu has a similar guitar like Brooke, and it's just a picture of like the plushie with a guitar. Somewhat dumb.
Bro, this is a fucking.
No. It makes sense though.
Okay. Okay.
That's Emu, bro.
You move with the guitar, bro. I got you, bro.
Oh my god. Okay, so there are circles that spawn with the Holy Knights, you know, right? Brooke was shown as something similar
And I immediately thought of
when
that.
he first came in.
Yeah, because he like when he went to his training arc during the time skip.
No,
landed like in a-
it wasn't Kuma's paw.
No, he landed in Kuma's
Oh,
paw,
yeah,
but it was
but
in a
everybody-
devil's summoning circle,
Yeah,
essentially, very similar to the Gorosei,
yeah.
and that could be fucking foreshadowing.
And
I
then
agree.
Nose Judo, one of the Gorosei, he's using ice. Like when he's using his sword would turn to ice and
But
shit
that's
like
that's
that.
only visible in the anime too, and we know the anime it can
Kind
it can spoil the manga
Oh yeah,
too, because in Wano it first happened when they changed animation, right? So like post Whole Cake, they showed in the opening, oh fuck, what's his name?
Kanjuro?
No, not Kanjuro. They showed the guy with the pompadour looking guy with like the guy that
Denjiro.
Denjiro, there we go. They showed Denjiro as part of the scabbards
Oh, okay.
in the opening.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
And this was before it even came out in the manga.
Oh, okay.
So you know they have things in place, and I feel that's why like Oda is, I mean, like rushing the story, but not really rushing it. But I feel like he's told a lot of the directors and stuff of the One Piece anime, at Toei Animation, right? Or a lot of the like maybe the head director and stuff, and he's like, hey, I didn't have time to fit this in, put this in, like make it a hint.
It's because at that point, it's like he shouldn't hold back on information if they're gonna keep pumping up episodes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this happened before it was even revealed in the manga.
So okay, so you're saying this might
The
be a similar-
the anime happened before the manga. Like we're revealing it.
We're revealing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying this might be a similar.
Yeah, this
like
might be a similar thing.
sword turning ice.
Yeah, it might be a similar thing because I don't remember that being the case in the manga.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
yeah, so it could be a very similar thing where they're showing like, hey, Brooke might have either some connection to Nostrada, or he might have been a Holy Knight that learned that sword style. Because Brooke is the only one we've seen other than Nostrada now having that type of ice power.
He probably learned that technique.
And it's not a devil fruit.
No.
Yeah, it's not a devil fruit. It's not part of his devil fruit abilities because I think that's stuff that he could do before when he was still alive.
Yeah.
So it's similar to Sanji with his Diable Jambe.
Yeah.
So
Okay, going on. So Brooke probably discovered the ideology of Joy Boy while in the Holy Knights or the, whatever rank he was. That's why, and I quote, his meeting with Gunko when Gunko was a little girl. And I quote, "Yo, you see, my dream is to be a pirate." And he's telling Gunko that, but it's probably
he wasn't a pirate before, and
Yeah.
we know in Brooke's backstory that he used to be, before he became a pirate, he was part of military.
Yeah,
It could have been the military or a general in the military. It could have been that
maybe
he
it's
was
one of those like knights, like the silver fucking. You know what I'm fucking talking about, like the basic knights. I think he was one of these guys because it was said that he was a general of an army.
Okay, so one of the guards at the Holy Knight, but he was the general, or he was like the leading general, so he's probably the next one to be promoted into the God's Blade.
God's Blade or something.
And then
like
before he got promoted,
that.
he became a pirate. He
Yeah.
dipped. He saw the corruption.
Well, you might be onto something because when the Roombar pirates, their whole mission was to go out and make kids smile.
Mhm.
Just like Nika.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Maybe he did learn
He might have
something
learned
about Joy Boy, right? And then on top of that, maybe he learned something about Joy Boy while Bartholomew Kuma and his dad and his family were there, because they were enslaved for a little bit, right? And that's where he learned the story of Joy Boy, and he left,
No.
right?
Doesn't make sense.
It does make sense because he said during his time as a pirate,
Tito,
Roger was a rookie.
Tito, he was on that ship for 50 years.
He's about 90 years old.
Brooke?
Brooke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Brooke was on that ship for 50 years. There's no way he could be with Kuma, who Kuma was a kid in God Valley.
That's fair. So he found out some other way then. Okay, so 38 years ago. But I mean, Roger would have been a pirate because it was how long ago?
He was a rookie pirate at that
Yeah,
point.
he was a rookie. So it's probably like literally right when he joined Rayleigh.
Or even then, if he was in the Holy Knights, he probably saw
Yeah, it was
what
about
they
50
did
years
with
ago.
like slaves and stuff, and he was like, "No, I don't like this."
Mm-hmm. It's probably right after he became a commander or a general.
And then started learning a little more.
About like that stuff, because then he was like closer instead of just being a guard, right? Because the average person, I mean, they don't like the Holy Knights. Like for example, on Sabaody, because they've seen the auction, the slave auction and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But like the average person just thinks of them as being like, oh, the rulers of the world. The people that haven't seen the Celestial Dragons.
Another theory, Brooke could have been a slave. And Gunko was a little kid and she's just curious. You know what I mean?
Isn't she in the Manmayer family? So maybe she was already.
Well,
in that
she
family.
got adopted by the Manmayer family, though. Because it was said in God Valley.
Brooke was their slave.
Yeah. And then she met Gunko and Gunko's adopted in, so she doesn't have like Doflamingo's fucking mentality where like, we're the slaves and all this shit.
Yeah.
And then he's literally just talking to her,
Okay.
That would be crazy.
He was a butler. That's why he kind of dresses like one, or like a musician.
He was a musician. He wasn't a slave. He was their musician.
Or maybe a slave musician.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, play me something.
Not that one.
This one just dropped. Hold on. Because at that point, that's
He's like, guys, I got some heat for you.
Here's this new song I just played. But I would like to see that. Like, I just want to see some, like, a backstory for Brooke, even before like what that like his the backstory that they gave us.
Brooke, or I would like to see Frankie with Queen, because Queen is his mom or
Well,
dad.
the other thing that's interesting actually is that the ship that Frankie, the pirate ship that's like abandoned, that he ends up on
was
to,
Mads.
it looks very similar to the Mads ship.
Does it?
Yeah.
It was an abandoned Mads ship. That's why it had so many
So
scrap
much
metal
and technological stuff.
shit. That's how he found the ship, and then he was able to remake himself.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
it was like,
Because it was an abandoned Mads ship.
What's that one thing called? The Florian Triangle, right?
The Florian Triangle, yeah.
So, like those big things,
Mhm.
what could they be?
Emu's cousins, bro.
What a funk.
What if they're like the numbers? Not the numbers from Wano, but they were like
The numbers from the ancient kingdom.
yeah.
Ooh, maybe.
How do you even make a number? You know, like
Well, you depends on the number. Like a 1, you can just draw a line.
how do you make a 2?
You go like this, bro.
Because it's shown that they were like people that that were prisoned with Yamato, right? And it was one of them was it Zoro's grandfather or his biological father?
His great grandfather, I think,
Great grand
or grandfather,
It had to be
grandfather,
grandfather.
Yeah.
And then they just turn into
or maybe not
giants.
grandfather, but like from that family.
Okay.
Because I think it's still technically a theory that it was the grandfather, but like definitely from that family.
By the way, I just want to point out Zoro like Princess. Because him and Queen are related technically.
No, they're just from the same clan. Doesn't mean they're related.
Bro.
First of all, you can't have Zoro being racist and being fucking a ciscom.
Yeah, pick a struggle.
Yeah, pick a struggle.
Is Shanks gay?
No. Anyways.
Oh, wait, I was gonna ask you.
I thought you were gonna make a point. Wait a minute, hold on. I got some evidence.
Actually, now that you mention that,
He's like, hey, there's no girls on this ship.
There's no girls on this ship.
It's not. That's not an actual point.
but it's true.
Yeah.
You might be honest with the Chris.
Oh man.
I was gonna ask you guys for like I think 3 episodes now, but I've been forgetting. Do you think Rox is ashamed of Blackbeard?
Oh, Rox would 100% be ashamed of Blackbeard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Whitebeard was Rox's best friend, probably. Or
No, Blackbeard.
would Rox be ashamed of Blackbeard?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I
Oh, okay. I see what you're gonna say.
Rox or Whitebeard was Rox's best friend, probably. Like
Other than Harold.
yeah, other than Harold,
Mm-hmm.
but still like in his crew.
Yeah, and for Blackbeard to betray Whitebeard like that,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
like Harold would definitely fucking
Harold
yeah.
Rox.
Rox.
And probably like like Blackbeard he thinks what he's doing is like part of like the path of the will of like Davy,
Like controlling the world, I think.
but not to the ideal that matches Rox probably.
Yeah, like Rox wanted to do. I don't think he didn't want to control the world. He wanted to
Just rule it.
be on top of it.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Shanks, because of his mom's lineage, might be a direct descendant of Joy Boy? I saw it on the Reddit.
Maybe.
Because it's like a theme, right? Like, the reason this guy's saying is because it's like a theme, right? So, like, especially with the current arc, right? Loki, Harujin, Shanks and Shamrock, and then now potentially Joy Boy and Davy Jones, like if they were brothers. And so it could be a thing where maybe they weren't like blood brothers, but they were brothers in the same way that, you know, Ace and Luffy and Sabo were brothers, right? Like they formed the crew. And maybe the third person might have been like Emu back then, even. And they were all brothers.
Something happened between them. They broke apart, and so Davy has his own will. Joy Boy has his other.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
they could have been co-captains like Brogy and like Dory and Brogy.
Yeah, and then like one of them was like, you know, I just want to have fun, you know, chill, and the other one was like, wanted to rule, like, oh nah, dude, like, let's expand this shit, let's fucking, you know, increase our influence across the whole world. Like, we have the power to do it.
Yeah, one wants to travel around the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
The other wants to rule it. That'd be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still wondering what the plan is with Vivi.
Yeah, like how does she tie into this?
Doesn't she have a message for the Straw Hats that she put out or something like that? Or am I, or did I dream that?
I think I think she did, but it hasn't been revealed yet.
Yeah, it hasn't been revealed what the message is.
Until like when the newspaper that Morgan posts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be shown like after this arc.
I think so. It's gonna be kind of like, you know, when they recap or they get the newspaper and they see the new news of
Like
the world and stuff.
What's going on in the world?
Yeah, I think
Got your grandpa. That's the line. Headliner.
GARP
Luffy.
captured.
Got your grandpa Luffy.
I don't know. I don't feel like Luffy would go that hard for GARP.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like he'd be like, what the fuck? Okay, I think he's gonna go for it.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, bro.
Dude,
I feel
that
like
shit for Ace. I feel like Luffy would kind of recognize that.
Yeah, let's talk some GARP slander first of all. Okay, first of all, yeah, your arch rival gives you his kid to raise, and you fucking basically abandoned him to live with Daran.
And abuse. Don't forget.
Yeah, and abuse. Wanting him to become a fucking Marine, when in reality, you know, the Marines, as soon as they find out his lineage, they're gonna fucking kill him.
He already saw what happened with Dragon. Dragon fucking despises him. He lost his son, and then he's still like, oh,
It's like
Ace, Luffy,
Yeah, I
join
get
the
it.
Marines. Join the Marines,
Join the Marines. We're so righteous. We're so good.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally GARP is literally like.
Do you think he's
I
scared?
can't say it.
Do you think he's scared?
I don't
of
want it to
Emo?
get canceled.
What if he's scared of Emo, and he knows like, if they become pirates, they're gonna go after him, and
I think GARP's just a bitch.
yeah, exactly.
He's a government dog, and that's all it is.
I don't think he's a dog.
He still has like his own kind of freedom and shit, but ultimately, he still believes in the Marines. He still somewhat believes in the world government, even though he hates the Celestial Dragons. He still thinks like, oh, there should be a government. He's basically fucking the One Piece story MAGA.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking delusional.
Make the government great again.
make the world government great again, bro. That's GARP.
Yeah. Make evil great again.
Yeah, like he is. I mean, he's a great character. Don't get me wrong, but he is deserving of all the fucking slander that there is out there for him, because he fucking saw the evil of the world government, even if he didn't realize that at that time. Like, he still realized, like, hey, they're fucking killing slaves, right? He didn't realize, like, oh, Emu is like on the throne, because I don't think GARP knows that. I don't think he knows what Emu was. I think he thinks that was something like a third party altogether, or a fourth party altogether.
He probably thinks that's the world, like the
No, but because he called Sengoku and was like, Sengoku, did you know about this?
Oh no, that's true, because he was attacked because Emu took over Saturn. Yeah, so he knows that, and he's still subservient to them. Like, I'm sorry, GARP deserves all the slander, and especially because he sat up there and he tried to make this big old play about like, oh, standing up and being right and being good, still trying to make Ace a Marine soldier, right? Even though he knew if they ever found out his lineage, it doesn't matter if he was the greatest Marine of all time, they would kill him because they hate Roger so much. Like that is the dumbest thing GARP could do. Like the only way, like poor fucking Ace, the only way that he could be himself, and the reason like Ace is probably one of the best written characters in One Piece is because he the only thing he's looking for, right? Everybody talks about like, oh, he's so dumb for defending Whitebeard. Oh, he's so dumb for going back and trying to fight Akainu. Like, no, like that is the only way he's ever been. That is the only other person other than Ace and Sabo that he's been shown love from, and Daran, that he's been shown love from, because all Ace wanted was to know that he deserved a place in the world. And all he's been shown is that, hey, like, yeah, you don't belong in this world.
Nobody wanted to be born, but Whitebeard wanted to be his father.
Thank you. Generational fucking quote right there. Nobody wanted him to be born, but Whitebeard still wanted to be his father. And I'm sorry, like, Ace, he is the best, or one of the best written characters in One Piece, because all he wanted and all he's been shown his whole life is like, hey, you're not shit because of your father. You don't deserve to be born. You don't deserve love. And all Ace wanted was to feel love.
Yeah.
Right? He wanted to obviously be a pirate because that's the only place he could find in his whole entire life freedom and meaning in his life. Right? And literally, like, GARP stands up there and says like, oh, why couldn't you have been a Marine, when he knows that they would fucking kill him regardless.
Yeah.
Like, GARP deserves all that slander, and then he fucking has the nerve after Ace dies to then finally try to make something happen, but he doesn't even fucking fully commit to it. His heart's not in it because he doesn't give a fuck about Ace. He's like, oh, Sengoku, hold me back. I'm gonna kill Akainu. It's like, no, bro. If you were fucking Luffy, from what we see in Dragon, if you were Dragon, or if you were Ace, these are people who actually fucking inherit fucking, like, real wills. If you were any of them, you would have not said a single word to Sengoku. You would have put your life on the line to kill Akainu because you ride for your fucking homies. You ride for your family. Like, and he's like, oh, hold me back. Like, I'm gonna pretend I actually cared about him. Like, no, fuck you, GARP. And but then you go and put your fucking life on the line for Kobe? Kobe? Bro, he's like, you didn't raise him, but you're happy because he's a government dog just like you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, GARP deserves all the slander he gets. And that's it.
What if Imu personally goes to, not personally, but like Imu or like the Five Elders hit him up and he's like if you talk about what happened at the God Valley incident, we will kill you and all your family.
And you're saying that's why he, before he decided to stay with the world government, because, oh, who's going to keep him in shape? Oh, who's going to make sure things are good? When Roger asked him to join the crew, like, he could have betrayed the world government right then and there. And he knew Roger wasn't a bad guy. He knew Roger kind of had his heart in a good place because they were now pillaging villages, as far as we know. They were now being nasty pirates that the world government propaganda tells you about. Like, he's just subservient. Dude, the Bonnie scene was done to perfection.
Oh, yeah, the animation.
The edits I've seen of that. Oh my god.
The way they did it is way better than like the fan like
the fan edits. Yeah, 100%. Oh my god.
It looks more flatter than what they actually did.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's the opposite sometimes.
I saw that scene and it made me want to live. just like Robin did.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, next week, guys, I want to talk about Robin as an 8-year-old. Wait. Pause. Of how sad her backstory is when she was in Ohara.
Okay.
Just say it like that.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we should talk about that, and then
Next episode, I actually have this thing that I saw, but I've also been thinking about. Is I want to talk about how sad Robin's backstory is when she was back in Ohara.
Ooh. Actually, let's do that. Let's do like a debate of who had
A ranking.
the saddest backstory.
Yeah,
we should rank 'em.
next episode we'll talk about the saddest backstories, and I think my take is Robin's backstory is the saddest, even though Kuma's is still like
I think it's
right
Kuma.
there.
there is going to be a new chapter.
And
So-
there is going to be a new chapter, guys. So
Oh.
stay tuned.
Should be a good one. Harold is expected to die. I don't know if that's.
Probably,
Gonna
yeah,
happen.
probably.
I
in
don't
this
think
chapter.
so.
I don't think Harold dies, bro.
Joy Boy's voice actors got it announced, and it's the same voice for Luffy in the OVA.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? I think it's the
Wow.
one of the best castings ever.
I
That's good.
think
That's
that's
good.
phenomenal casting too.
Yeah,
100%.
that's good.
The anime kind of like debunks the theory that he had a peg leg and like a robot arm.
Yeah, I think that would have been cool. And yeah, I mean, maybe it was just the perspective of the
It
drawing
was a
too, though.
perspective thing.
Yeah, I think at this point, yeah, 100% it is. But anyways, guys, this is where we wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed, because this was probably, I would say, our best episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a good episode.
it's only gonna get better from here. So cheers.
Yay!
Salud.
Have a great one, guys. Peace.
Peace.